So these thoughts now greatly influenced the American and French Revolution and the eventual adoption of the inalienable and natural rights. Tandaan ho natin, dun sa last lesson natin last week, ay pinag-aralan ho natin how the US Revolution affected the Philippine reformers. At marami ho sa mga batas that was called during that time, we now have with us. So wag ho kayong ma-offend, but binabalikan na naman natin to kasi yun ho ang mga batas na meron ho tayo ngayon. And we have to understand, because when we look at it through the lens of God's providence, we will see that God has really been leading the Philippines towards His will. So the U.S. freedoms, amongst those three, the U.S. freedoms shows primarily the ideas of John Locke. Amongst the philosophers of the principle of social contract, the U.S. forefathers subscribed with the ideas set forth by John Locke. The Lockean principles would first influence the states, yung maliliit na states, and eventually the entire U.S. through the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution. He is often credited as the founder of modern liberal thought. The US will put these biblical concepts to work. Nakikita ho natin, eventually ito'y kanilang ginamit. Sa una hong ginamit, the Virginia Declaration of Rights of 1776. Quick background lang tayo, ano po. You have to understand that for 150 years, nung dumating ho ang mga pilgrims sa Massachusetts, North America was still considered as part of the New England. Colony po sila. Okay? 13 colonies po sila. So, nung sila po'y nagkakaproblema na because they were being taxed without representation and all of the other abuses, they wanted now to bolt away from the crown of the king of England. Pero unti-unti ho ito nangyari. Marami hong diskarte, marami hong usapan, and Virginia was able to come up with this Declaration of Rights in 1776, a month before the Declaration of Independence. Sinabi niya, primarily, George Mason established inherent rights of men, which included the right to reform or abolish inadequate government. It influenced a number of latter documents, including the U.S. Declaration of Independence and the Bill of Rights. The Declaration represented the first protection of individual human rights under the state constitution in the colonies and foreshadowed what later on became the First Amendment ng Constitution and the Bill of Rights. So yan po, no? Doon sa Section 1, makita natin, sinabi na niya doon, sa Virginia Declaration of Rights, all men by nature equally free and independent and have certain inherent rights of which when they enter into a state of society they cannot by a competent deprive or divest their posterity, namely the enjoyment of life, liberty, and the means of acquiring, possessing property, and pursuing and obtaining happiness and safety. Sinabi niya, hindi pwedeng kunin sa amin ang aming inalienable rights to life, liberty, and property. Because hindi rin naman sa amin binigay ito. So, a month later, Thomas Jefferson, who is the more popular person, actually was I believe, no, if I'm not mistaken, he was the third president of the United States after John Adams. He now, referring to that same document, sinulat niya itong U.S. Declaration of Independence, consistent with the Lockean idea. At ang sinabi ho niya doon, life, liberty, medyo binago niya ng konti, tinanggal niya yung property, sinabi niya pursuit of happiness, na nandun naman sa Virginia document. Pero pursuit of happiness includes, according to his conception, property. Because the property is there so that you can be sustained in your life. Pursuit of happiness was used rather than the original work of Locke in property. So the U.S. Declaration of Independence was made, isa sa pinakamagandang dokumento na pwede ho ninyo mabasa. And it talks concisely about the principles of inalienable rights of life, liberty, and property. And sabi ho dito, we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights. Typographical error daw po yan nung gumawa, inalienable rights. No? That among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed. Sounds familiar? Yes. Because again, this is a legacy of Christian scholars. Studied the word and understood that these principles are given, these rights are given by God. Sabi niya, kaya gumagawa ng gobyerno para protektahan ang individual rights at freedoms. Noong una hong ginawa ang US Constitution, wala hong statement about life, liberty, and property. But there was an amendment, the Fifth Amendment. They now place it there, no person shall be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, nor shall private property be taken for public use without just compensation. We now have this provision in our Philippine Constitution, in all of our Philippine Constitution, except the Malolos Constitution. Mamaya makikita po natin. Sa lahat ng mga constitutions, since the Americans came, we now carry these provisions in our Bill of Rights. Kaya ho kayo, kapag hinuli ho kayo ng pulis, hinuli ho kayo ng otoridad, at kinulong ka ng walang kaabog-abog, ay hindi ho pwedeng gawin yan nang wala hong dumadaan sa proseso ng batas. Is that correct? Things and properties cannot be taken away from you without just compensation and without going through due process of law. It's because of this idea of inalienable and natural rights. Inalienable rights are rights that were not given to you by man, that were not given to you by government, nor the government can take it away from you because it is God-given. Katulad ang buhay po natin, hindi ho gobyerno ang nagbigay sa atin. The PSA could register us, but the PSA cannot create a person by simply coming up with a birth certificate. Amen. So this concept even went further from John Locke's ideas. It inspired the Revolution and it now inspired the French Revolution. Ito po yun, France Declaration of Rights of Man in 1789. Pero ito medyo weird ng konti, no? Kasi ho, alam niyo naman po, when you look at how France created it, hindi lang ho siya Lockean, pero nahaluan ho ng Rousseau. Si Rousseau is what? General will, remember? The idea of general will. And Locke is what? Inalienable rights of man, limited government. Tingnan ko nga ho kung madidetect ninyo, no? Let's do some practice. Spotting Locke and JJ in the articles. First, men are born and remain free and equal in rights. Social distinctions may be found only upon general good. Is it from Locke or is it from Rousseau? The first part is Locke. The second part could be Rousseau. Second, the aim of all political association is the preservation of the natural and imprescriptible rights of man. Okay, sino? Locke again, right? Natututo na tayo. Pwede nang mag-exam. These rights are liberty, property, security, and resistance to oppression. Okay. Number 3, the principle of all sovereignty resides essentially in the nation. Nobody nor individual may exercise any authority which does not proceed directly from the nation. Oh, siguro pareho yan, social contract concept. Number 4, liberty consists in the freedom to do everything which injures no one else. That is not a Lockean understanding. That is definitely a JJ. Because remember, freedom according to Locke is understanding that you are owned and possessed by God. So if that thing does not glorify God, that is not the proper exercise of freedom. Makita ho natin, eventually later, freedom is not being able to do what you want, but being able to do what you should. Hindi mo gagawin yung gusto mo lang, pero yung gusto mo minsan, hindi mo naman dapat ginagawa. So sometimes you're free to do what you want, but you are not free to want what you should. So we are what? Captive by our sinful nature. So that's not how you pursue happiness. Hence, the exercise of natural rights of each man has no limits, except those which assure to the other members of society the enjoyment of the same rights. These limits can only be determined by law. Majority rule again. So that is what? A JJ. Number 5, law can only prohibit such actions as are hurtful to society. Nothing may be prevented which is not forbidden by law, and no one may be forced to do anything not provided for by law. That is a JJ again. Law is the expression of the general will. Every citizen has the right to participate personally or through his representatives in its foundation. Ayan, Locke yan. Representative government. It must be the same for all, whether it protects or punishes. All citizens, being equal in the eyes of law, are equally eligible to all dignities and to all public positions and occupations according to their abilities, which without distinctions, except that of their virtues and talents. That is both for them, JJ and a Locke theory. Now, I would now go to my hero, who is again a French thinker. For me, it's Frederic Bastiat reading his book that really led me to understand more